Welcome to Shadowy Stories. Have you ever come across an object so eerie, so spine-chilling, that it leaves you questioning its existence? Have you ever wondered about the dark forces behind an object that seems too lifelike to be just a mere toy? Today, we delve into the world of the unexplained and the unnerving with two tales of haunted dolls. These are not your average toys, as they are said to be possessed by malevolent spirits and have caused terror and mayhem wherever they go. So, sit tight, turn off the lights, and prepare to be frightened as we explore the eerie and mysterious world of haunted dolls. Story 1: The Cursed Doll. Deep within the shadows of a small, forgotten souvenir shop in a remote Japanese village, a sinister presence lurks. A doll, with a delicate porcelain face, lifelike glass eyes, and an elegant silk kimono, lies in wait. It may seem like a harmless trinket, but its beauty is deceiving. According to local legend, the doll was crafted by a renowned doll maker named Okiku, who lived in a small village in the mountains. Okiku was a talented artist who was passionate about her craft. She lived in a small village in the mountains and was well respected by the villagers for her beautiful dolls. However, Okiku's love for her work surpassed her love for anything else, and she became obsessed with creating the most beautiful and lifelike doll ever made. This is when she made the deal with the powerful spirit, who promised to help her in exchange for the doll. The spirit was actually a powerful demon who had been trapped in the spirit world for centuries. It was tired of its existence and was looking for a way to escape. It saw Okiku's obsession and saw an opportunity to use her love for her craft to its advantage. The demon promised to help Okiku create the perfect doll, and in return, it would be able to possess the doll and escape the spirit world. Okiku was unaware of the true nature of the spirit and the consequences of her deal. As she worked on the doll, the demon started to influence her thoughts and actions. As the doll neared completion, strange things began to happen in the village. People reported waking up to find their belongings moved or tampered with, and some even claimed to have seen ghostly figures in their homes. Okiku herself began to have strange nightmares and her health deteriorated rapidly. The villagers started to become suspicious of the doll and its connection to the strange occurrences, and Okiku became more and more withdrawn. On the night the doll was completed, Okiku's workshop burned to the ground, with her body found among the ashes. Some say she died of a broken heart, others say she was consumed by the spirit she made a deal with. But one thing is for sure, the doll was never seen again until now, in that small souvenir shop. I've talked to some of the villagers, and they have shared their own experiences with the cursed doll. One woman claimed that ever since her daughter brought the doll home, strange things have been happening in their home. Objects move on their own, and the woman has been experiencing terrifying nightmares. Another man reported that his business has been struggling since he purchased the doll for his shop. He believes the doll is cursed and is bringing bad luck to his business. I can't shake the feeling that the cursed doll and the spirit it's connected to are still watching me. I've decided to return the doll to the small shop and warn them about its history. If you ever come across such a doll, I urge you to leave it be and not to bring it into your home or place of business. The curse is real, and the consequences can be devastating. Story 2: The Abandoned Doll Factory. The old, abandoned doll factory was known to locals as a place to avoid. It was said that strange things happened within its walls, and that anyone who entered would never return. But one day, a curious young woman named Sarah decided to explore the factory for herself.
This place is creepy. I shouldn't be here. But I just have to see what's inside.
Little did Sarah know, the factory had a dark history. Many years ago, it was owned by a mad doll maker who was obsessed with capturing the essence of life in his dolls. He believed that if he could capture the soul of a person and trap it inside a doll, he would have created the perfect toy. The mad doll maker lured people into the factory, promising them work and a place to stay. But once they were inside, he would trap them inside his dolls, never to be seen again. The factory was eventually shut down and abandoned, but the dolls remained, each one containing the trapped soul of one of the mad dollmaker's victims. As Sarah walked deeper into the factory, she heard a strange noise coming from one of the rooms. She cautiously approached the room, and what she saw made her heart stop.
Oh my God!
In the center of the room was a large, antique doll. It was unlike any doll Sarah had ever seen, with glass eyes that seemed to follow her every move. The doll was dressed in a frilly, old-fashioned dress and had a porcelain face with delicate features. But what was truly frightening was the expression on its face. It was a look of pure terror, as if the doll had seen something so frightening that it was frozen in fear.
What is this place?
Suddenly, the door to the room slammed shut, and Sarah was trapped. She tried to push the door open, but it wouldn't budge. She was trapped inside the room with the doll.
Please let me out!
As she sat there, trapped and alone, Sarah began to feel a strange energy coming from the doll. She felt as if she were being drawn into it, as if the doll were alive. The glass eyes seemed to be staring right into her soul, and the terror on its face seemed to be spreading to her.
What's happening to me?
And then, it happened. Sarah was pulled into the doll, trapped inside its tiny body forever. She was surrounded by darkness, and the only thing she could see was the terror on the doll's face. She could feel the cold, hard porcelain against her skin and the tight, restrictive clothing that was now her prison.
No! Let me out!
No one could hear her cries for help. She was trapped inside the doll, forever trapped in its cold, lifeless body. The factory remained abandoned, with only the sound of Sarah's screams echoing through the halls. And so, the legend of the haunted doll factory lives on. Some say that if you listen closely, you can still hear the screams of the young woman who was trapped inside the doll. But no one knows for sure, and no one has ever been brave enough to find out. And that concludes another thrilling episode of Shadowy Stories. We hope these tales of haunted dolls have piqued your curiosity and left you wanting more. The world of the supernatural is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered, and who knows what other chilling stories are waiting to be told. Until next time, keep your eyes and ears open, and remember to always question what lies beyond the realm of what we know. Who knows what other secrets the world of haunted dolls has yet to reveal? Until then, farewell.